Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I wanted to do something a little different today for the first reading for the new year. And what I wanted to do was, instead of doing like an energy check-in, what's the energy of today, blah, 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 all these things, I wanted to do a reading about what energy is the divine masculine consistently holding in this lifetime for divine feminine. So what energy does he consistently hold for his feminine? Not like day to day, one day here, 3 days later, something else, blah, blah, blah. This is what he constantly has in his DNA, in his energy, as related to his divine feminine. So we're going to look at when he thinks of his feminine in this lifetime. What is he consistently thinking about when he thinks of his feminine? What is in his heart consistently for his feminine? And what is in the environment consistently as related to his feminine when he is in his day-to-day? It's really awesome. And listen, I can't shuffle these huge ones on camera just because I have to lay them out and really focus to feel the energy under the cards, but I kind of wish I did. But you guys have seen me shuffle enough to know that my shuffling is legit, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck, okay? So the energy that masculine consistently holds towards divine feminine. Self-respect, look at this, Sage of Flames, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Swords. What's very interesting, in his heart, Queen of Wands, spoiler alert. So he consistently is in the energy of experiencing his feminine as this badass Queen of Wands. I was like, yeah, buddy. Okay, so this is very interesting. So self-respect. So here's the thing. In this deck, when self-respect comes out, this is really all about never compromising your self-respect for security or for love. So how he experiences his feminine is that she never compromises herself. She is secure, she is confident, she is magnetic, she is in the energy that if she faces a challenge, she is up for the commitment, she's up for the battle. She's in this energy where she doesn't breach her own integrity or compromise herself. So he sees her as someone who respects herself. Then with the Sage of Flames, this is the Queen of Wands. Look at this Queen of Wands. How freaking amazing is she? So this energy where he sees her as the Sage of Flames, he sees her as this ultimate female authority. He sees her as this matriarch, this leader, this healer, this teacher, this queen, this priestess. She's a role model. She's ultimate feminine power. And then lastly, so not only does he see her as someone who respects herself, doesn't compromise herself, but he really sees her in the energy of her truth, of her magnetism, of her independence. These aren't going to stay. Then finally, with the Prince of Swords energy, when this card comes up, this is all about someone who seeks the truth. This is about the seeker of truth. This is about knowledge and light. This is intelligent and fearless and courageous. So this is someone who is not afraid to charge ahead, not afraid to speak, not afraid to take risks. So he's really, in his consistent energy towards divine feminine, is seeing her as such a powerful, powerful feminine. He sees her as someone respectful, respects herself, respects others, stands up for herself, and doesn't have any problem communicating, charging ahead towards anything. Okay, so this is just like the bottom of the deck energy that he's holding towards his feminine. So now let's go ahead and look at headspace. When divine masculine is thinking of his feminine. So all the time, this is what he consistently holds in his thoughts when he thinks about divine feminine. I'm going to put this here so maybe it'll stay up, okay? So forgiveness, Four of Chalices, which is the Four of Cups, and the Judgment card. I will tell you, we have, out of all of these tarot decks, so I have six cards. 1, 2, 3 are major arcana. So this is major energy. So the forgiveness card, this is interesting. So in his headspace, he's constantly in the energy of forgiveness. But this is what it means. So when he's thinking about her, he sees how unconditional her love is. He sees that how forgiving she is, how she forgives herself, how she forgives him over and over again. This is an energy that her forgiveness is synonymous with love and her acceptance of him, her nurturing of him, her spiritual maturity. And then it has to do with this Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is this energy, if you look, right, there's these 3 cups behind, but then this person is looking at the sky and there's this beautiful cup there. So when the Four of Chalices, which is the Four of Cups, shows up, this is him, in this energy of, how he sits there in these rocks with all this stuff and the water happening, right? And doesn't even notice this gift. Doesn't even notice the gift. And so the key to this Four of Chalices in this deck is that this is a great teacher. She is a great teacher. She's taught him how each moment of life is precious and that we have to become aware of our gifts and stay focused and appreciate all of the things that we are given. Pay attention to these gifts. So what basically in his headspace, he thinks about how forgiving and nurturing, how spiritually mature, and how she's always been there right in front of him, teaching him about appreciating what is being handed to you. And then Judgment. This is the key to his awakening. In his headspace, I love that Judgment is here in his headspace. Because when Judgment comes out, Judgment is about that spiritual awakening. It is about the resurrection, the awakening of the self. So when Judgment comes out, this is also about self-judgment or evaluation or judging others. But you'll see that she doesn't judge him. She forgives him. She nurtures. She says, appreciate the moment. Appreciate all the gifts that you're given. And so when this card is here, this is about a spiritual revelation. This is about a transformation into a higher awareness. So when he thinks about his feminine, the energy that he consistently holds is probably also forgiving himself for not looking at the blessing that she is. But he is awakened to this. Look at the rainbow energy. Look at this eagle energy. This is the energy of taking responsibility for the things that you did, the things that you didn't do. This is also the pathway to self-realization and self-love. This is about the higher self calling upon the ego to rise up to be renewed, right? This is about that, not the ego mind, the logical ego mind, but this is about rising to this higher consciousness, awakening your inner vision. It's completion, it's healing, it's rebirthing, it's renewal, it's learning. So this energy that he holds in his headspace is this energy of my feminine is so forgiving, nurturing, loving, unconditional. I forgive myself also for not seeing the blessing that it is here, but what has she done for me in my headspace that I consistently hold on to is that she has helped me awaken. She has triggered my spiritual awakening. Now, what about his heart space? Inner peace, the indigo, which is the Magician card, and here's the Queen of Wands. I love, love, love that she is in his heart. Sage of Flames, Queen of Wands. I love it. I love it. So inner peace, interesting card for it to come out in his heart space. But look at this. Inner peace, when it comes out, this is all about uniqueness, value, being in a place where you are authentic and attract the love that is specially created for you. This is the energy in his heart when he energy that he constantly holds for his feminine is that she gives him peace. She gives him peace. She has helped him love himself because she loves herself. He sees in her how she values herself, respects herself, and values and respects him. She has taught him how unique he is through how unique she is. This is the energy where he's realizing his spiritual awareness and his emotional maturity because she has woken him up. He's risen because of her. So now in the heart space, he has this peace, this value, this uniqueness that his feminine has, that he holds for her in his heart. She is unlike anyone else, And so now the next card that clarifies this is the indigo card. This is the number one card in this deck after Starseed, which is the Fool's energy. This is indigo. So indigos, if you guys know anything about indigos are these spiritual warriors, right? That come in, highly evolved souls. So the energy that he holds in his heart for her is this indigo energy, that she is a highly evolved soul. That she has a very clear understanding of who she is and what she is here to do, like a magician energy, right? This is the number one card, magician. The energy that he holds for her is that she's a flame of power. She's put life into him. There's this energy where he feels the immensity, the intensity of his feelings for her. And in connecting through his heart space to his feminine, he holds this energy not only of soul recognition, but of wanting to manifest in this world with her. Okay? Queen of Wands clarifies that indigo energy. She is the queen. She is the mother of creation, a creative life force. In his heart, she is fire. She is dynamic. She is courageous, confident, passionate. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. Look at that. There's that lion I keep channeling. She embodies for him this water, emotion, and fire spirit. And she knows how to balance and integrate the two, her emotion and her fire. She believes in herself. She has courage. She has heart. She has dreams. She's magic. And she has shown him his spiritual potential. She loves a challenge. So this masculine perhaps is a bit of a challenge, maybe a little rebellious, maybe a little bit of a hard nut to crack. But she's the best person to help this masculine rise to his potential. Okay? So this is a very inspired, dynamic, fiery feminine. So the energy he constantly holds in his heart is she values herself and she values me. His self-esteem, the things that he maybe did before when he wasn't awake, he was probably getting external attention, dealing with a lot of different females because he didn't have self-esteem. And she came in and she's like, I know my worth. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you do. I don't care what kind of money you have. I don't care what you drive. I know who I am. I respect myself. I have it all myself. And so this energy that he holds for her consistently in his heart space is she's respected herself, and I them am valuing myself too. She has reached my soul as an indigo. There is a soul recognition here of my Queen of Wands. So now when he's in his day-to-day, the energy that he consistently holds towards his feminine, resolving conflict. Look at this. 3 of Crystals is 3 of Pentacles, wanting to always work together. Star card. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So resolving conflict. So this is really good. I love that this came out. This is about, and I love that it came out with the 3 of Pentacles. This is about working together. Look at this, feminine and masculine. He's always wanting. He always sees that she is wanting to resolve conflict with love, with empathy, with compassion, with understanding. This is her unconditional love. This is her constant forgiveness of him. This unconditional love of him. The energy that he holds in his 3D environment day to day, that he consistently holds, is that she has such great understanding, and she always connects to resolve conflict with love and empathy and compassion and understanding. He sees that. He sees that she doesn't give up on him. She doesn't give up. Even when he has given up on himself, she does not give up on her masculine. Why? Because she is there from an unconditional loving standpoint. It doesn't make her weak, because let me tell you something right now. If anybody's weak, this feminine is not weak. She is not weak. She doesn't need anybody. It is her love that is her strength for this masculine that has just really set her apart from anyone else. 3 of Crystals. This is all about a labor of love. This is the energy of working together. This is the energy of how to collaborate, how to build together, how to work together as a team to resolve conflict. Maybe he was the person who always ran away from resolving conflict. Maybe he ghosted everybody all the time. Maybe he never pursued anything, but he sees his feminine as someone who's just so different, resolves conflict, wants to work together, wants to collaborate, wants to build. And look at this. This is why he sees her as the star. I know the star is a card of healing and hope and renewal, but I'm really getting that he sees her as a guiding light, as a star, as universal guidance. He sees her as whole, as inspirational. He sees her as his destiny. When he feels lost, a lack of hope, when he avoids situations or avoids conflict, there she is with her light. This ancient soul, this wise, evolved soul. There she is, a sense of hope and inspiration. And so in his day-to-day, he sees his feminine as a star, But he sees her as someone wise and strong and loving, and someone who values and respects herself and others, someone who resolves from a place of compassion and understanding. This is such beautiful energy. This is what he consistently holds as his energy towards divine feminine. You know, it's this energy of like, oh yeah, let me go goof off with the other 3 cups, all third parties, but here is my star. Here is my gift. Here's my sage. Here's my queen who woke me up. And look at this. There's no coincidence that here's the star. This person is looking at this star. And guess what? In the 3D, that's what she is. That is what she is to him. His star. You can't make this up, people. You can't make it up. You've got Judgment. You've got the Star. You've got Magician. And you got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Strong, strong, divine feminine. am not even surprised that she would have such a massive, massive impact on this masculine. And he's never, ever, ever, ever met anyone like her. I hope this resonated. I send you all my love on this first day of 2021. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.